Welcome to our special mailbag edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm Tyler Jones, and I'm excited to have you with us today. You've got questions, and I've got answers as we dive into everything Kansas City Chiefs. Now that the Chiefs have clinched home field advantage in the AFC, they'll enjoy about 2.5 weeks off before we see them again in the divisional round. Let's react and discuss all the latest happenings with our Chiefs. But first things first, if you enjoyed the Chiefs' victory over the Steelers, I want you to spam W in the comments. Let's see at least 300 Ws to celebrate this win and make your voices heard. How about those Chiefs? Let's fill the comments with Ws. Kicking things off, Mike writes in, with the number 1 seed locked up, next week feels like a preseason game. Thoughts? Absolutely. That's exactly what it will feel like. As I mentioned earlier, the upcoming game against the Broncos might resemble a preseason matchup. While the Broncos could be battling for their playoff lives, they'll be going up against what could essentially be the Chiefs' JV team. But just because the Chiefs might rest their starters doesn't mean their backups won't go all out. It's a big opportunity for those players to showcase their skills. I'm also curious to see if Hollywood Brown will get more reps or sit this one out. Even in this preseason-like setting, don't expect this team to take it lightly. Big Red reaches out to ask, who is the Chiefs' biggest threat in the AFC? Personally, I still think it's the Buffalo Bills. However, based on what we've seen in the last few weeks, this is the Chiefs team we've been anticipating all year long. They've put the rest of the NFL on high alert. Earlier in the season, they were pulling off wins, but now they're winning convincingly on the road. Their receiving core seems solid, and the defense has been dominating. While the Bills are definitely a concern, the biggest hurdle for the Chiefs remains themselves. If they stick to their game plan, there's no reason they shouldn't be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy once again. What are your thoughts? Is it the Bills or another team you see as the biggest threat? Let us know in the comments. Today's show is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's your go-to destination for daily fantasy sports made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players in any given category and predict if they'll achieve more or less of a certain stat, whether that means fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, or goals in hockey. Head to prizepicks.com and use promo code SALE to potentially multiply your money by up to 1,000 times. And don't forget, when you spend just $5, you'll get $50 to play for free. This week, I hit it big with Patrick Mahomes picking more than half a passing touchdown. Check out prizepicks.com using promo code SALE. Links are in the description and comments below. Now, back to your questions. Tony writes in, the doubters continue to disrespect us, but good teams find a way to win. You hit the nail on the head. Critics love to root against the top team and predict their downfall. But I've been saying all season long to be patient. The Chiefs are finding their rhythm. Just look at their recent performances. A solid double-digit win on the road against the Browns, an easy victory over the Texans, and a convincing win against the Steelers on a short week. What more do we need? This team is in great shape. Next, Go Mom has a question. Who is the MVP of the Chiefs this season? That's a fantastic question. It has to be Patrick Mahomes, right? Even if he isn't the MVP of the league, he has consistently found ways to deliver for this team, even during its struggles. Now that the offense has hit its stride, Mahomes remains the guy I trust the most in crunch time. Who do you think deserves the MVP title? Is it Mahomes, or does someone else come to mind? Let us know in the comments. Peter asks, what's been your favorite Chiefs game this season? Great question. I believe the best performance came just last week against the Steelers. That was a truly complete game. However, the most exciting game for me was definitely the comeback against the Ravens in Week 1. That had it all, a thrilling matchup between Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. What's your favorite game this season? Lastly, Cole wraps us up by asking, who do you think the Chiefs will play in the divisional round? Excellent question. Given the NFL playoff format, they'll be matched up against the lowest remaining seed. I wouldn't be surprised if either the Chargers or Broncos manage to pull off upsets in the wild card round, which could lead to a rematch. It's looking likely. Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic Chiefs coverage. I'm Tyler Jones, and we'll see you next time.